This week on commandN, we head to the moon, we travel to Davestock, and we find out what airline not to take. Welcome to episode 187 of commandN. I'm Amber, here on the boardwalk in downtown Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. commandN is celebrating its 4th anniversary this month, so thanks to everyone who came out to Halifax for our 4th anniversary celebration. It was lots of fun. Now let's get right into it and talk about the tech headlines of the week. Our headlines this week are sponsored by our good friends at GoDaddy.com. Sign up for any of their hosting packages or domain names and get an extra 10% off if you enter the promo code commandN. That's the number 1 and the number 0.
All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
To celebrate the 40th anniversary of landing on the moon, you can now follow along with the Apollo 11 mission real-time online on a website called wechoosethemoon.org. You can also follow along with Mission Control on their Twitter account, so you can take part in the different stages of the landing as they celebrate this anniversary.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Dave Carroll from the band Sons of Maxwell recently took a trip with his group to Nebraska, and on the way he flew United and they did some damage to his guitar. So he created this video called The United Breaks Guitars. It has now surpassed 3 million views and there are 14,000 comments online. So needless to say, it is a bit of a PR nightmare.
United, United, you broke my Taylor guitar.
Microsoft Office is joining the land of free. When the web version of Office 2010 comes out next year, it will include lightweight versions of PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and OneNote, giving Google some competition online. The Japanese band Sour decided that a regular old music video wasn't enough, so they asked their fans for help. Each of their fans from around the world created a segment for the music video using only their webcam. Pretty impressive stuff. Dave Chappelle recently held an impromptu concert in Portland, Oregon. They expected maybe a few hundred people to show up at the last-minute event. Instead, word got out on Twitter and Facebook, and before they knew it, there were thousands and thousands of people who turned out for the concert. Some are now calling it Davestock, which goes to show you that you really can't hide from social media.
As you can see from my sound setup, I was not expecting nearly this many people.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur, and for this week's Hot Stuff product review, I'm happy to have Chris Campbell with me, and we're going to be talking about the new iPhone 3GS, which we both now have a copy of and have gotten to play with for a couple weeks. So pretty cool stuff. I like the changes in it. So the big things are the improved camera, and have you tried out the video stuff and all that on board too?
I tried a bit of the video out. I mean, the camera is quite amazing. I love the autofocus, where you touch on the screen to focus somewhere. For video, it's really good. I mean, the concern that I have is the shaky cam, right? Because it's really light and you're holding your hand, but it's unbelievably simple to use. It's like with the iPhone OS 3 with the cut, copy, and paste.
Yeah,
which is pretty amazing. It's a similar way to edit the video, and you shoot the video, you edit it, upload it to YouTube or
MobileMe or MMS.
Unbelievable.
And I love the touch to focus thing is great. I wish you could change where you're focusing, especially for video stuff, because you know it sucks to have to maintain the same distance to keep things in focus. But otherwise, the camera is way better. It's pretty much why I bought it, and big improvement over the old iPhone. There's also the voice control, and then the compass, which I've been playing with all the time, just moving the phone around. But some great apps that use that compass. You were just showing us one, actually.
Yeah. There's a thing called Pocket Universe. So this app, what it is an astronomy app. And so basically, when you turn it on, it's kind of the first augmented reality app. And you point your iPhone around, and it shows you exactly what you'll see in the night sky or the day sky as well. So if I point it right up at the sun right now, I'll see that it's the sun.
Yeah, so it identifies that star by name and things
So
like
if you were
that.
confused, like what's that really bright star in the sky?
Exactly. No, it's really cool, and it makes the directions and map stuff a lot easier to follow, and I'm sure there's going to be some just fantastic apps with that. It's also improved performance. The S is for speed. And improved battery life. Not everywhere, but I think it improves your playback for audio, video, and some different categories. 2G talk, it will improve the battery life for that. So not across the board, but some improvements. So I've been loving it. I'm going to share a little trick with you guys that I haven't seen reported other places. If you're worried about how much battery life you have left, which is a bigger concern with a video recorder on this thing, go into your settings and go into general and into usage, and not on the iPhone 3G, but just on the iPhone 3GS, you can actually see a battery percentage indicator. And so you turn that on, and then on the screen on your iPhone, you've got the battery percentage all the time, which is really helpful if you're worried about your battery.
That's really useful to know exactly sort of where you are instead of just seeing the little icon there.
Yeah, and often when it gets down to 20%, if you're doing anything intensive, that means you're going to run out of batteries before you get home. So it's just good to be able to gauge that. Anyway, I'm real happy. As I say, I upgraded to the same size iPhone, and the guy at Rogers looked at me funny, but it's really all about the camera for me.
The camera automatically focuses on the subject in the center of the display. Just tap here to take a picture.
Now you upgraded from an iPod Touch essentially. What's the difference in experience there?
Well, it's a second generation iPod Touch, which I love and it works great. I really noticed the speed difference. The keyboard is more responsive, just things moving around the screen is faster. I love the constant connectivity, which is really good for updating like stuff with Twitter, with like Twitterific and all that sort of stuff, and the whole location aware thing. That is quite amazing as well. So and it doesn't seem a lot bigger. It is a little bit bigger, but it actually feels a lot more comfortable in your hand, because the iPod Touch is almost too
so thin. Yeah, so it's like a wafer. Yeah, anyway, we're both enjoying it a lot. So if you don't have an iPhone, it's a great time to get one. If you're upgrading from maybe an old iPod Touch rather, then that's also a good excuse. That's all for this week. I'm Jeff MacArthur.
I'm Chris Campbell.
Enjoy.
Our web pick this week is from a commandN viewer, and before we take a look at that, I just want to say once again that we'd love to feature any of your picks on the show. All you have to do is shoot a video just like this.
Hello Amber, Will, Jeff. This week my web pick is blamedrewscancer.com. On May 20th, 2009, Drew Olenoff was diagnosed with cancer. Ever since that day, he's blamed everything on his cancer. Now you can too. Just tweet with the hashtag #BlameDrewsCancer and it will appear on the website. He's hoping that his sponsor, Livestrong, will get a donor to donate $1 for every tweet. So give it a try.
That's it for this episode. I wanted to thank all of our fans and all of the people who have supported us over the years. People like GoDaddy, and of course people like Brian and Mikey, and the list goes on and on. Thank you so much. We hope to have many more years of the show. See you next week.
You broke it, you should fix it. You're liable, just admit it. I should have flown with someone else or gone by car. 'Cause United breaks guitars.
4 years ago today, I would think the main difference is that we have... Oh my God! Wow.
Pass the buck, don't ask me, and I'm sorry, sir, your claim can go nowhere.